You've had the blonde hair for a little bit now.
Yeah.
How do you feel about having it so far? You love it?
It's interesting because, like, I feel like in the beginning I had moments where I would be like, oh my God, I love it. And then I would, like, look at pictures of myself and I'd be like, did I just make a terrible mistake?
Camila, hello.
Hi, Brew.
So good to see you. How's the year been?
Oh my God. This has been, I think in hindsight, it'll go down as like one of the best years of my life.
Yeah?
Yeah.
That's a great start. What, 3 months in?
Yeah. I mean, like this whole like last year and a half, I've, like just been in the studio and making the album with El Guincho and Jasper and Bart, my engineer. And it's just been like so fun. Like it's just been really, really fun. I've had the best time of my life. Like we had the best time like making it, and now like for it to start going out into the world and get some energy like back from people is like so cool.
Yeah, I mean that's the whole goal.
Yeah.
Of course. I Love It is the song that's out right now. How do you feel about it?
Well, goddamn, I love it. What can I say?
It was like obviously good. What makes it a first song to like put out in a while?
I think like the energy of this whole project is like very like being bold and taking risks and kind of like being unpredictable and kind of just like pushing my own boundaries and uncharted territory. And I feel like this song is like it's like the perfect first thing because I don't feel like people expected, I don't know, for me to do that. Like there was like some confusion, there was some hatred even.
Whoa.
But I think it's like people were like, whoa, what is this? And that's like exactly the reaction that we wanted.
Yeah. Do you mean sonically? Like it's something different than what you've ever done?
Sonically, even lyrically, it's like, a lot of like my songs before, because I'm like so, songwriting is so important to me, and I love songwriters. Like I've talked a lot about Taylor or Lana or whatever, and just like even having a hook where it's like just like 3 words repeating over and over and over again, it's like new for me, and embracing that repetition, and also just like being influenced by a lot of rap and hip hop, just like I think made me kind of like paint with different brushes. So yeah, I feel like sonically, lyrically, like with the music, and then also just like visually,
yeah, totally
changing. I don't think I was blonde the last time I saw you.
Oh my gosh,
bro.
speaking of unpredictable, like how do you feel about, you've had the blonde hair for a little bit now.
Yeah.
How do you feel about having it so far? You loving it?
It's interesting because like I feel like in the beginning I had moments where I would be like, oh my God, I love it. And then I would like look at pictures of myself and I'd be like, did I just make a terrible mistake? Do I look ugly? So I would kind of go back and forth, and now I'm really like, oh no, I love this shit.
Yeah.
Like, I love it. And I also feel like it's perfect for this chapter and for the music. Like I feel like I needed to like shake it up a little bit.
Yeah. Back to the song real quick. I was interested in the chorus that you mentioned, using those words. Like, was there any other words that you thought of for that, or what made it, I love it, like it just was stuck in your head?
Well, I like we were in Miami and we were listening to a lot of Playboi Carti actually. And Jasper kind of like played those 4 chords and I loved them. And we were actually thinking of, we had a bulk of songs like for the album. We were like kind of starting to dream up like the track list, and we were like, what would be like the first song on the album? And that's when we were listening to a lot of Playboi Carti, and he did those chords, and it sounded like what would be the first song of the album. And I was super inspired, and I like got in the booth and I started kind of trying some stuff. And the first thing was literally supersonic in your orbit, na-na-na, and I kind of did the verse, and I saw the guys like going crazy from outside the booth, and I was looking at them and I was like, yeah, I love it. And then they were like, holy shit, that sounds so good. Because I guess the tune, like, maybe, like, put the note to a
Like you
note.
hit the note without knowing it?
Yeah, like, I was
love
speaking.
it.
I was speaking, but the tune probably, like, made it sound kind of like what it sounds like now. And they're like, keep saying that. So I was like, I love it, I love it, I love it, I love it, whatever. And then, so yeah, it was like a happy accident.
Wow.
It really was like such a, like, I love the kind of, like kinetic energy of that song because it was made in that way. It was very like
organic.
Yeah, me looking at them and being like, I love it, and like, you know what I mean? It was so cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How has it been to see the fan bases collab between yours and Cardi. I feel like it's an interesting group. Like, have you
I know.
seen them two interact?
I have. I love. I mean, oh my
it.
God! Literally, that should be a drinking game. Honestly,
Yeah. Take a shot.
I mean, I feel like I had seen like on my algorithm on my For You page. There's so many like Cardi videos and like Cardi fans that show up on my For You page, and I just like love how hard they go for him. And I feel like my fans do the same for me. So I feel like when fan bases have that quality, like when they're together, it's like, it's so fun to watch because they're both like super passionate.
Exactly. I was gonna say same levels of passion, but like different, you know, almost genres. So
Totally.
it's so fun when they get together.
Yeah,
It's
no,
like,
totally.
hey, we like you guys.
Totally.
Talking about being unpredictable, this music video looked so much fun. When I watched it, it felt like, was it almost like self-sabotaging in a theme, or how would you explain that vision?
Ooh, that's a great thought. I've never thought about it as self-sabotaging, but more kind of like this complex feeling of like loving the pain of something, or loving the messiness of something, or loving the chaos of something, like really kind of like finding the beauty in that part of our humanity. Mm-hmm. Do you know what I mean? So maybe it is like, I don't know. I've personally never enjoyed self-sabotaging. It does kind of feel shitty. But maybe there is a part of you that sometimes is like in a weird, like twisted way likes it. And like, that's fun to explore too.
Yeah.
So maybe that is a part of it.
Maybe.
Yeah.
It looked like you really like drinking gasoline. What was that?
It was like some disgusting watered down like apple juice.
Okay.
It was
Ginger ale
gross.
maybe?
I was like, is this wine? They were like, no. I was like,
oh,
that's
why couldn't
bummer.
it be? You
That's
know,
bummer,
it
yeah.
looks like gas.
Totally.
Kind of.
But the music video was really fun. It gave me the same adrenaline that you see on the video or like you hear in the song because those like dogs, like I was gonna say those crazy dogs. Those crazy
I
dogs.
think I mentioned the wrestler. I was like, man, she had you in a real headlock.
She did, but that was fun.
Yeah.
That was fun. You know, I feel like we all need to just like wrestle it out with somebody.
Oh, yeah.
Every now. I mean, I feel like boys do that
Anyways,
but I don't feel like that's like in girl culture as much.
Weird second nature thing. You just start grappling someone.
No, yeah, I know. It's
As a
like a
guy.
little homoerotic. It's cool.
Okay.
But
Yeah. Oh, now I'm thinking about myself.
Yeah.
That's so funny.
But anyway, it was fun.
Yeah, but anyway.
It was fun to wrestle. The being chased by dogs, it was scary because sometimes they would like, I could feel their little paws catching up to me. I don't know these dogs.
Yeah.
You know, and like being on the palm tree was scary because I feel like my mom kind of freaked me out because she was so scared. It was a little scary.
Well, so happy you're back with this song. Being away for a little bit, what's like the number one thing you like to do when you're kind of stepping away from music? Or do you always feel like you're in it mentally?
No. I mean, the past couple years, maybe past year and a half, I feel like I'm always, it's not even music, but I feel like I'm always like into, not in like in a pretentious way, but I just love like consuming art. Like I feel like it just makes you a better person, even if you're not an artist. So I love like seeing like the latest sick films or classic films or reading like amazing novels or, you know, listening to like classic albums or whatever. Like I feel like that just makes your taste better and just makes you kind of, I don't know, like I love that even for my growth as a person. But I think that does end up feeding into the music anyway. Mm-hmm. So I think I am kind of almost like always like in it, but then there's definitely times where I'm like, I just want to go and I don't know, like be in nature or like go like, I don't know, watch like an old like Disney Channel original movie with my friends and like drink wine and have pizza and like not do anything for artistic growth or creative growth or personal growth. Like I just want to like be stupid, be an idiot.
It's like that recharging, right?
Yeah.
Those things that refuel you.
I think that's really important for sure.
Absolutely. Well, talking about putting this song out first, like why you chose that one, it's kind of like that too, I feel, with social media. So when you wipe your Instagram clean, I feel like that's so stressful. Is there...
I love it.
You love it?
Can't say that anymore.
No.
I enjoy it.
Like I'm nervous.
Like
I like it like that. To post one post, like I'm nervous about it. When you have like 66 million people watching, like what kind of is the vision there for like putting something out for a new era, I guess?
Well, I think my fans know that I am like a
cryptic.
What?
Cryptic? I was gonna say like.
Oh, interesting.
No, that's not what you're going.
I'd like to be for sure, but a lot of times I post and then I'll delete or I'll be like, I don't know. I get a little messy sometimes on my social media, but I don't know. I guess like the vision for me is like, it's actually pretty easy because it's just like the world of the album, which I wish I could say the album title, but I can't. Sorry. But yeah, to me, it's just like whatever feels like that world.
Yeah.
And then anything besides that, I put it on my close friends.
Yeah. Oh man.
You got a close friends?
No, I'm too nervous. I would make a mistake and post something to the public.
I feel that. Sometimes
know?
sometimes I've definitely been like, holy shit, did I
Has
just
anyone
post
pranked you or they texted you like, why'd you post that? And they didn't. That's the thing.
That person would be evil, Satan incarnate.
Yeah. It'd just be awful.
Yeah, it'd be
It's
awful.
I'm too
That's
nervous.
crazy.
But I'm not on a lot of them. But I love when I see the green. I'm like, oh, they thought of me to add to
I know,
that
right?
list.
You feel so special.
So special.
Yeah, it's so true.
It's such a special relationship with your fans too. Like, how do you feel
They're the
about
best.
the like detective work? They're sleuthing. They're so good
Yeah.
at like figuring stuff out. Have they ever figured something out? You're like, how?
I think they got a ways to go before
Yeah?
they do that.
Okay.
But I love that they do that. Like that makes me so happy because I feel like there's nothing better than. I just remember like in my youth,
Back in our day.
in my young days. But like when I was younger, like I don't know, maybe like 11 to 16 or something. Like when I was like hardcore, like fanning, like I was like chronically online.
Totally.
There's like no better experience than being a fan of somebody and like just, you know, like, I don't know, like they're going to release something and you're like, oh my God. And these pictures of them come out. Like it's so fun. So
Yeah.
I love when I feel like I'm giving that experience
Just to be a part
to
of something,
them.
you know?
Yeah, no, it's so fun.
Be hunting something. It's like an Easter egg hunt.
It's so fun. And there really is like, there's like, it feels like there's like so much love, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Like it feels like just, yeah.
Absolutely. I heard this question earlier this week, and it's kind of stuck with me. So I'm curious what your answer would be to it.
Okay.
What is something you've done once that you would just never do again?
Okay. My first thought was as a girl, not peeing after you do the do.
No, that's a good one. That's like a PSA.
Yeah, honestly. It can just, you know,
Been there, done
things
that.
can happen after that are very painful.
Yeah.
I don't know why that was the first one that popped up. Like, can we both just think of two more?
Yeah. all
Let's
right.
think of two more.
What else?
Oh, I think like any like impulse post is a bad idea.
Yeah.
Like impulse social media posting
Oh, yeah.
is like always just not a good idea.
Right. Because, you know, like after a breakup, especially when you're like trying to like prove something, you're like
Yeah.
a gym selfie.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
Don't
Yeah.
need that.
I'm glad you feel that way because a lot of guys do
That's
that.
like the snap filter where it's like, what's the plan?
I've
tonight?
actually done that.
Okay.
Actually done that too.
Never
I've
again,
definitely
though.
done the gym selfie. Yeah, I think impulse posting, it's not great.
Yeah. Well, I love that you're still out doing this stuff, you know, updating your fans on what you've been up to and in life and everything. Any last message for those fans that are hanging out today?
I love you.
Woo. Amazing.
Yeah.
Camila, thank you so much for stopping by. Can't wait to obviously have you back when everything comes out, whenever, whatever.
Yes.
And congratulations on everything.
We've made it. We made it to the
been
20s.
6
to
years.
the late 20s.
Wow. How do you feel about that?
I feel great about it.
Me too. I was going to say, I woke up this morning, I was like, I feel like 20.
Yeah,
all that
totally.
matters.
And mentally better than I was at 20. So
100%. That's what they don't tell you about.
that's what they don't tell you.
Better days are coming.
Growing up and getting older is actually, I think, like a thing to look forward to.
The goal, right?
You know more. Things stress you out less because you know more.
Yeah.
Like it's so much better. I would never like trade getting older, like being 27 for being like 18 again. Honestly, I wouldn't.
That's all the feels right there. There's the good news story right there.
There it is.
Life, baby.
Life, baby.
Camila Cabello, thank
And
you
Janice.
so much.